Hey creators, welcome back to Creator Side Income. I'm Tyler and I am a content creator, but I'm first a school teacher. I teach during the year, and over the summer I'm teaching online, so I'm teaching a little bit. But when I'm not teaching, I'm doing content creation and different side hustles to bring some extra money. I've earned over $150,000 in the last few years as a product reviewer. But the thing that I'm really excited about right now is YouTube, because I think I make money from YouTube for my product reviews, but I also like just being able to teach and using YouTube as a platform. So I have several educational channels that I use for my students and for other teachers out there, elementary school teachers out there. And I have a number of channels that I do just for fun, and none of them are really monetized right now, but I've been doing some experiments, and I thought this would be a fun thing to kind of document and share with you some of the things I'm learning. So one of the things that I found, and this is where you probably don't want to do what I've done, is with a bunch of my channels, I have great ideas and I make videos similar to this where it's just I'm talking to you, I'm sharing what I've learned, but because I don't have an audience, no one ever sees those videos, and many of those videos have 0 views. And it's too bad, because I think there's some great content out there, but if you want to make it on YouTube, you have to write good titles, you have to have good thumbnails, you have to work on your hook that first 10 seconds of the video, and we call those high effort videos, where you script it out, you have some b-roll, you have some music, and those take a lot of time and effort, and I don't like doing those kinds of videos because of all the editing and all the time that goes into it. It's the reason why I haven't published more videos on this channel for you, is because I filmed a lot of videos, but I found that if I just publish them as is, they don't get as many views and they don't have as big a reach. So this is the dilemma. Well, I wondered what would happen if I just made a lot of low effort videos. I've done that on my product review channel, where I have thousands of videos, and over a course of several years, it's been enough to monetize the channel. It makes a few $100s each month. And I can shoot 1 to 2 minute product review videos with little or no editing, upload 50 a month, and it's now gaining about 100 subscribers a month pretty consistently over the last few years. And that seems to be working okay. It's just getting to that point. So I thought, what would happen if I took a channel and did a bunch of low effort videos right off the bat? Would that gain subscribers? Would that get watch time? And so I'm going to share one of my channels with you. So let's hop on. Oh, I did the wrong hop over. Hold on. Here we go. All right. So here is my channel, Creator Side, or not Creator Side Income. That's this channel. I need to keep things straight. This is called Chasing Junk. And on this channel, I should open up a thing. Let me do this for you real quick, where I just show you what Chasing Junk looks like. Here is my banner. You see my subscribers, my videos. I have a bunch of shorts here, and then some long form videos below. I created this channel. I conceptualized it last summer, launched it in October, and just kind of dinked around with it, experimented, made some really good videos. In fact, I'm really proud of like my episode 1. Is it even linked here? I don't even have it linked at the top, so I need to redo kind of how I have it set up. But I have it in here somewhere, where it's kind of an intro to the channel, and it's a nice video. But I can't find it, so I'll have to figure out where that's at. I guess I could go to videos and find it that way. Sorry, I don't want to waste your time. Let's go back to where we were. Anyhow, so as we look at this, you'll see that I have a lot of shorts. So these are just me opening packs of baseball cards. This is something I do for fun. I collect them, and I chase after a bunch of different collections and series. You'll see that there's some random stuff in there. But what I did is, a month ago today, so it's been 1 month where I did this experiment, I started uploading 4 shorts a day. With minimal editing. Really, the editing is adding tags and putting it on a playlist. And I don't know if I even need to do that. So if all I did was take it on my phone and upload it, that would be good enough. And my hope was I would get 1 subscriber for every video. I did 4 videos a day, so I thought in 1 month, if I could gain 100 subscribers, that would be great. Well, here are the results, and I pulled up some different screens. So this is, if we look at our timeline here, from June last year to June 5th this year. So since it started in October, it's really here. We look at my total views, and you see I published here and there 6,000 views, 110 hours of watch time, and 30 subscribers. Then if we look at just the last month, you'll see I 10x'd my views and got 66,000 views. I 3x'd my watch time, and this is just with shorts, not with any long form videos. 330 hours, and I got about 70 subscribers. So I doubled the amount of subscribers in 1 month. Now, full disclosure, it actually did take a while just to upload the videos. If I show you, do I have any of my videos here? If I come back to here, I can show you, I have all these videos that I uploaded. I actually uploaded over 200 videos. But most of them are set for this next month. So I have next month's all scheduled out for 4 a day for the next month or so. And so my first several pages of analytics are just unpublished videos. But if we get to the ones that are published, I wanted to know, do they get views? Is YouTube going to promote them? Will it continue if there are a few that have low retention? Will it stop promoting and they'll all have 0 views? And here's the interesting thing. So if you look at just yesterday, they're kind of in the 100 to 1,000 view range, right? And I got a couple subscribers yesterday, so it was working. And as we look going back, it's all of them are kind of in that a few hundred to about 1,000 range. Now that's less than I got when I first started publishing. So here you see I've got a few over 1,000, but the rest, and sometimes there'll be 0. Nobody's, like literally no one has seen this video, and they were always published at the same kind of increments. But some of them didn't get promoted at all, but most of them did. And this was a little bit surprising to me. If I go back to when I started the experiment, so I want to go back to June 6th. Here we go. So you see my first ones that I dinked around with at the beginning, they were kind of just hit or miss. And then I started on June 6th, and my very first one I did that day was 2,000. Then I had 4,000, which is my top video right now on this channel. Then 1,000, and then sure enough, they started getting fewer and fewer views to where they weren't promoted to the 1,000 level anymore, but from a few hundred to a few thousand. So I wondered, what is the reason for that? Is it because the retention, a lot of people are swiping away, and how does that compare? Now, I made some high effort shorts, and I wanted to know what's the retention on those compared to these 0 effort shorts. And so I have some numbers for you there. If we look at this last month, we already looked at that one. If we look at just our shorts for before I did this experiment, you see, not a lot of views. The best ones got 800 views, and then what's this one? 700 views. So none of them were heavily promoted. In fact, some of my low effort shorts got a lot more views than my high effort shorts, which surprised me. When we look at the average views and the average subscribers, they're almost identical, regardless of how much effort I put into it. So then I thought, is it the retention? So you'll notice, actually I should just show you, let me come back to one of these. So if we look at one of the ones from the beginning, let's look at my number 1 video. And this one, that's from June 6th. No, I want to put my first one from before that. So if we look at this one, 1984, Fleer Baseball, this is something where I put all the values of each card on it. I have music, I have all the different things. And if I click on this and look at the analytics, you'll see it was promoted at the beginning, and then since it was initially promoted, it gets like maybe a view a day. So almost nothing, but it did get 5 subscribers and 1,000 views of watch time. For those, the amount that stayed to watch, 53%, which is pretty good, at least for me. That's pretty good. Now, if we look at my no effort videos, so I come back here and scroll up to the one that had 4,000. Let's see, right here. So my first one that was heavily promoted by YouTube, and click on the analytics, you see that over that first week, it was promoted for several days. Now, since then, same thing, just a few views total, 8 subscribers, 4,000 views. So now let's look at one of my recent videos. So if I can just go forward a couple here. And now we'll look at something from this last week. So here's one with almost 1,000 videos or views. If I click on that and we look at the analytics, you'll see heavily promoted just in the first day, then nothing. And about 30% stayed to watch. So that's a little bit lower. But what I found is when I looked at my top 5 views from high effort and my top 5 most viewed from low effort, the low effort one actually had a higher view count, more subscribers, and the retention was right in the 30 to 45% range. Those are people who didn't swipe away. The actual amount of time that people watch if they don't swipe away is about 80%. But the issue is, are people swiping away from this promoted short? Now, my top 5 videos from before the experiment, when I put more effort into it, they averaged between 500 and 1,000 views, so less views, about the same number of subscribers per video, and the retention was a little bit higher, 45 to 55% is who stayed on. So if in the first few seconds, and this is the key, if in the first 3 seconds they decide to stay, they're going to get slightly more views and slightly higher retention. But overall, it really didn't matter if I edited these videos. And so my strategy moving forward is, for most of my videos, continue to do this 4 a day. I can do that through the end of the year, hopefully get 200 or 300 subscribers that way, but then do 1 or 2 a week that are a little bit more high effort, but really focus just on that first 5 seconds. And I think that's the key, is the beginning and the end have a payoff on the end, where I kind of show what was the total value. In the beginning, show kind of who the important chase cards were, and we'll kind of do that. So that's kind of my plan moving forward. This has been an interesting experiment. Now, I'm really excited. This is a channel that I actually have had a lot of fun with, because I get to show off my different collections. I have a video coming up where I talk, this is the side where I have some of my Thundercats. I'm going to talk about one of my recent acquisitions to my toys. And yes, I do collect toys. I have a music collection with CDs. I have even books that I show off, and a book collection. I just got a first edition Scarlet Pimpernel, which is really cool. And so what I'm doing this year is experimenting with different formats, seeing where I get the biggest bang for my buck, but also seeing where I enjoy the time. Some of it I actually like to edit and make fun videos, and so I'm doing that. But I'm really excited. In 2026, I'm going to open a box of cards each week. I'm going to do predictions on what are in those boxes, and this is called breaking in modern baseball collecting. All my boxes are from 30, 40 years ago, but in breaking, you open someone else's cards. So they buy the packs and you open them and show what you got on the thing. And there's a huge niche there for breaking. There isn't much in this junk wax era of more vintage baseball cards. I can't really call them vintage because there's no value, but cards from the 80s and 90s, it's just fun to open. It's very nostalgic, and that's why I'm a collector in the first place, is to have that nostalgia. And so I'll continue to do experiments on this channel for the rest of this year, see what does well, what doesn't. I'm actually thinking of opening, let me show you. I have this box of 1981 Donruss. This was the first year that Donruss made baseball cards, and a pack like this costs $5 or $6. But I want to open like the whole box in one day and make predictions on what cards are in there. And so I'm going to maybe do that this next week. I don't know how my audience is going to respond. I only have 100 subscribers, so I can do whatever I want right now and see what kind of works, what responds well with people. But now is really the time to start thinking about titles, thumbnails, hooks, and using ChatGPT or other AI models to come up with good scripts so that I can make videos that continue to have views long term. What we're seeing here with these shorts is it's great as they're getting promoted and I am getting subscribers. Now I have to give the subscribers something that they want to watch, right? And so that's the challenge. Just thought it would be fun to do this video for you. If you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions about the channel or about what I'm doing, drop those in the comments as well. And if you're only on this channel for Amazon influencer stuff, but you watch this anyways, thanks. That was really cool of you to watch this anyways, even though you have no interest in it. I love doing different experiments, and hopefully some of these experiments will result in monetizing, and I can share my successes with you. You know, as a content creator, as a side hustler, most of what I do fails. It just isn't successful. But occasionally something pops off, and that's why I have this channel, is I can show you why things work and why things don't work. And I'm excited to get some more videos out for you soon. All right, see ya.